Well, thanks for joining us here on ABC 15. Craig Fouey, Collin Harmon here, and our special guest is ASU head women's basketball coach Molly Miller. Thanks for being here, Molly.
Thanks for having me. This is fun.
We're talking about your team. We're talking about you and your program.
That's why it's fun.
Exactly. Right up your wheelhouse here. Tell me about this first year, first of all, just your first season there, 24-11. You get to the NCAA tournament, a tough loss to Virginia, but still, what a great season.
Yeah, I even think Virginia was a little underseeded. We gave them their best game there in the tournament. Yeah. So that was a good showing for us. We've set our floor, is what I like to say. I don't love the thought of low expectations. So when we assembled this team, there was intentionality and purpose behind the who we were bringing in. Now the whys, can they play basketball? And the who was really important to me because that locker room and that culture is what will survive beyond the graduation and the years. That's what's passed down. So really excited that we assembled the right group. And I've got great assistant coaches. We had great players around us. And the byproduct of that was winning. So it was pretty special.
Okay, Virginia came up right off the hop, so I'm going to start there. You guys were oh so close. They go on to play in the Sweet 16. Yeah. How hard was that for you watching them continue to advance?
It was like this double-edged sword. Yeah. Like, we're there. Like, we are right there. But also, that could have been us. Yeah. And it was fun for me to have the Final Four festivities here and to be a part of the tournament. Obviously, the goal is to make the Final Four someday. But it was a special year because of that, too. When you're hosting, it's in the backyard. Arizona State did a phenomenal job of hosting the Final Four, and that was a really fun event. So it's fun to see where you can go and the possibilities that lie ahead for us.
When you look at your recruiting now, you've been hard at it. And I'm looking at the national rankings. They've got you in the top 4 in transfer portal rankings, your class coming in. How do you go about finding players and getting the ones you want and need?
We are really strategic with that. It's not just best available. Let's give them a call and see if they want to come. It's do they fit? And we're trying to set our players up for success, and we're setting our program up for success. So I think that there has to be a match there. And we're really diligent on watching game film, on talking to all their touching points. Because when we bring a recruit in, it's for the rest of their career. Like, we're not going to be recycling every year. We've got a great culture. Our kids are happy. So we're not going to have this mass exodus in the portal. Like we saw this year, our core returned. And it's really good to now be able to plug and play instead of having to start all over. Year one was, blank slate for us. Had to get 10 recruits in fast, buy into the vision, and that happened. So now year two worked a little bit better. It was, we hit a home run the first week of the portal and really made our jobs easier on the back end by doing some of that legwork on the front end, just making sure the fit was there.
So how tough is retention now?
I'd like to say it's always in the back of your mind, but I think our players want to be here. I think they appreciate how we operate a program. The expectations are really, really high, maybe even higher than they think they can push themselves. I'll nudge them gently. But on the other flip side of that, we have their backs, and there's these genuine relationships being formed. And when you can have this family, which is your basketball family, and have a good experience with that, then the retention takes care of itself. So you don't have to manufacture anything to retain ththese kids. If they're having a great experience, chances are they're going to want to come back.
Going back to the start, you can't draw up a better start to your tenure somewhere. 15-0, you shatter the program record. You tie the program record for the longest win streak. What's going through your head in all of that? Because everyone gets to a new job, and they want it to start fast and well, but that's just not the reality in most cases. But for you, it was.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind, and it's hard to even remember the little moments. I was given some advice, step back and write some things down about that first year. We're going to have connections for life with those players that start us out on this track. And that's really special. That's their legacy and their gift that they've given to our program. So we came out of the gates, and, you don't know what you don't know. The fortunate thing is I did my last year at GCU play 3 Big 12 teams. So I had a little bit of familiarity in what the league looked like and how we needed to recruit to succeed in the league. I was convicted to defense, so you're always going to see that side of the ball shine. What was nice in the portal is we filled some offensive holes that I felt like we needed to, but we couldn't have filled those holes if we didn't have a successful season and became a school of choice for for these kids. So we changed perception a little bit quicker maybe than reality, and now our reality is we can be choosy and we can pick the right kids that fit our culture and our program.
You were one of the hottest names in the coaching carousel, if you will, and you chose to stay here at ASU, and they were just trying to, from the ASU perspective, trying to get women's basketball back to relevancy again and winning. And all of a sudden you're on Sports Center, 21-6 in year one. Like, what is going on here? This is crazy.
I guess timing and opportunity was just the right place, right time, right situation. I really respected what Graham was doing over at Arizona State, and you've seen that with football and volleyball and tennis programs, and it's been fun to watch that evolution from in town, and then now to be a part of it and actually get to know those head coaches. I know you had Powers on last night. He's one of my good friends, and Willie and Megan just finished up their baseball and softball season, and we're all cheering them on. So there's a really good tie with these head coaches, and they really care about each other, because really only we know what we're all going through. And so we can vent, we can share the answers, all the things to root one another on. And that's been probably my biggest bonus about being here at Arizona State, is the people and the leadership. And this journey is going to be a fun one with them as great teammates.
You only know what you know, but is it as unique as it seems to have a athletic department, and specifically the coaches that are as close? I mean, from the outside, we can all sense that with your program, and you're talking about how close you guys are. Do you hear of that in other places?
I think it's a little bit of a unique unicorn, because we're all in our silos and we're all so busy. You don't have an off season anymore. I used to be like, oh, May and April, I can take a breath. It's probably the busiest time of year when you're shuffling kids out in and out with the portal, you're on the phone. So to have that camaraderie amongst our group, it's special, and I think it's unique. And, it's not lost on us as coaches, is that we are close and we're making time to root on one another throughout the seasons.
Let me ask you about your freshman class coming in, because that's also ranked in the top 25. I know you mentioned on air earlier, rankings don't mean much to me, but you've got a class coming in that looks pretty promising.
Yeah, I believe in the evolution and the development and the growth of coming from high school to college and working your way through some growing pains, and the highs are high and the lows are low of sport. And that's what a incoming freshman goes through. I also believe, a proven college portal player is good for some instant success or some instant needs. So we've tried to have a philosophy of making sure those two things are weighed equal in our needs, but we don't leave one of them behind. And that's where we've done a really good job, is we've got a freshman class that can come in and contribute. And that's how I want to recruit, is not just, you'll wait your turn till about your junior year. I want them to come and play and come in with a fighting chance and that grit and determination. So I'm excited with what we're bringing in. They're going to be fun to watch their growth as they, make their journey through their Sun Devil days. And they've got some good returners to learn from, and then some good transfers that are veterans. So we've got a good mix this year.
Give us a bio of what you're looking for. Give me a profile. What are you looking for in a player?
I mean, every tough, gritty, hardworking, energetic. These are all intangibles that don't show up on that box score.
Okay.
And that's what I'm looking for. It's the things that don't show up on the box score. And those are non-negotiables for us in our program. So when we're recruiting, we look for, how they handle adversity. We look at how they're treating their teammates. How are they reacting to coaching? All that's really important, because that's the foundation for growth. If you don't have that, then you're not going to be able to coach these players up for them to meet their potential. So, if my stature, I was a 5'6" ankle biter. So I had to earn my keep with the gritty toughness, defensive-minded mentality. And I guess that tends to be what I look for now.
Yeah.
The court slappers. On
Yes,
defense,
let's go. Just kind of bringing it on.
What is it like? And I know a lot of people are curious. I am. What's it like with revenue share and NIL? How does that work? And how do you respond to all of that?
I mean, it's a whole new dynamic
Brand new.
in this recruiting world. So you have to, I think the best coaches are the adaptable ones, so you got to adapt and be able to pivot to the environment, but you also don't need to lead with that. I think in our instance, that's not been like the first thing. Hey, this is the financial package. This is what rev share looks like. It's always been, how do you fit in? Here's my vision for you personally as a player. Here's my vision for our team. This is how I think you contribute to that. Here's kind of life in Tempe, which is a great one. I mean, average temperature 75 and sunny. And I love you've got the connectivity of Tempe, you know, your college town, but then you have the scope of Phoenix where they can spread their wings. So you have the best of both worlds. So the quality of life here is pretty good. And all those things then add up to where, you know, the rest will take care of itself in this environment that we're in. So we don't lead with that. We know it's an important piece. So we have to be prepared to have those conversations. But I think kids and families and parents can appreciate the long-term vision that we have for them.
So when a kid first phone call, they say, how much? You hang up?
No, I'm like, is this you talking? Do we need to talk to an agent? And then I'll probably flip the question on them. I was like, well, what are you looking for? You know, and what are your priorities when you're going through this recruiting process? And that tells me a lot. Is it fit? Is it location? Is it a dollar amount? So just having those open and honest conversations from the get-go is really important.
You said the bar has been raised and it's higher than your players even think it is at the moment. So what are the expectations in year 2? What do you want to see?
You know, I don't want to be cliched, but I do want to see growth and improvement, just the daily wins. And then I truly believe in my heart of hearts that everything else, those Sweet 16s, those Elite Eights, those Final Four banners will follow that. So I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Like, that's the goal and I'm hungry for it. I'm ready for it. I'm going to compete and we're going to work hard for those banners. But if we can do things right on the daily with the talent we have access to and the people that are choosing us, that are choosing to be a Sun Devil, I feel really good about our future and hanging banners and winning championships.
There are definitely blue bloods in women's college basketball. How do you crack that group? How do you get into that upper echelon?
I do think that's a unique thing about the portal is you can do that pretty quickly. You know, in our league, we saw TCU do it. They went from, you know, bottom where they were asking players to walk on in campus to now winning 2 straight regular seasons. So that's been something for me that if you're going to use the portal, you can use it to crack the code of getting some instant talent into your program.
All right, brag on your assistant coaches a little bit, will you?
Oh, they're amazing. I do say all the time, I don't have assistant coaches. I have head coaches that assist. And when you're talking about a group that's so bought in and connected, you know, we're just lockstep with each other right now. And I want to protect that because some of my best times and fondest memories of the season is getting through the battles with them. And we don't always have to agree, and we don't always agree. But at the end of the day, I think we're kind of lockstep, and we're going to go out there saying the same message. They work so hard. You know, the recruiting's a grind, and then game prep's a grind. You've got practice and player development and film study and scout, which makes coaching exciting because you dabble in a little bit of everything. And that's what I want my assistants to do. I want them, whether they have goals of being a head coach someday or getting to the next step, I want them to be prepared for that. So it's a really collaborative effort. I don't have to have the biggest voice. I really wanted to augment my strengths and offset my weaknesses, and I did that with my staff.
It was a very, very impressive first year.
Thank you.
I think you raised the bar, and I think the expectations, and so many of the coaches at ASU are doing that, right? Just raising the bar. It's a fun time to be a fan and just watch all of the sports. You mentioned softball and tennis and baseball team was there, right? And it's just fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
And when you're around a bunch of winners that know what excellence looks like, that's going to bring out the best in you and in your teams. And I really love how the teams are close too. You know, we'll see teams up in the stands cheering on each other at our basketball games. Our teams try to get out and support other teams. So that's unique too in this space. And there's just good vibes at Arizona State.
When do you hit the court with your new players? When can you get on the
Next
court?
week.
Oh, you
Next
do?
Monday is our first practice day. They got here. We had our first team meeting today. I know it's like spirit that just came and gone real quick. Here we are.
Taking down banners from
I know.
the championship game.
Exactly. But I'm excited. I'm anxious. You know, we had our first team meeting. They're going through getting clearance from a medical standpoint. And then next week we'll get after it on the court. My favorite time of year.
How many days a week do you go on the court? How many days are you with them?
We'll go about 4 on the court, and they'll do about 4 in the weight room. Give them the weekends off. I still want them to enjoy what they're doing, enjoy working on their craft and some individual skill and player development during this time of year. So we'll have a lot of one-on-ones. We'll have some group sessions. We'll sprinkle in some team sessions in there. But variety is the spice of life this time of year for basketball.
And how do you help them acclimate the new players to Tempe, to Phoenix? How do you help them?
Yeah, they're kind of doe-eyed right now.
Right. Yeah.
And
where am I? Yeah.
anxious, excited, nervous is some of the descriptive words that I can use with the transfers, and especially the freshmen. But they're all going to fit in because we recruited good people. What I've really liked about our team in the past is they were good about defining their roles and kind of staying with what they did well and not trying to be anything that they weren't. And so hopefully this team can find the rhythm and the balance of who they are, what they needed to do to contribute to this team, what they need to work on in this offseason to help the team. So we're just going to put them out together on Monday and roll the basketball out, see what happens. And hopefully this time of year, you're really developing chemistry more than anything.
Yeah.
You said they get weekends off. Do you get weekends off, or are you going as hard as ever now?
We try. We're going to be recruiting a lot this summer on the recruiting trail, but I really want to give my assistants a breather here and there, recharge, get their second win too. But really, it's funny. We're all wired the same way. This stuff fuels us. Like, we're ready to get back on the court. We'll have more energy after practice than before practice.
Hey, if you want to hitch your wagon to a winner, here you go. ASU women's basketball head coach Molly Miller. Thanks for joining us on this. It's awesome.
Thanks for having me. This is fun.
You bet.